Hello guys, good evening to you. Tell you what, we'll do that up the road because it's a lot more noisy there. Right by the tut-tuts. Which is an expensive way to get around London. Right, that's better. Hello, how are you? Great to have you with us. Welcome to the glasses on so you know what video this is. Then yeah, it's the Q&A. It's only because I can't read the actual questions. Welcome to the October Q&A, October 2024. We've been doing this now for about 9 months and the questions still keep pouring in, so can I just say a massive thank you. Really appreciate it. And if you have questions as a result of watching this or anything you want to know about London or our channels, which is London Visited, and our new one of course, shameless plug, London Visited Coffee, then do put it in the comments down below and we will pick it up next month, and we'll read them out for you, give you a name check as well, which is fantastic. Right, so where are we today? So today, do you know what, we're just going to go for it. So I thought I was going to get run over by a bike then, but I just decided sometimes you just got to commit to these things. And hopefully you're not going to lose anything. Right, so where are we today? We're on Shaftsbury Avenue. And the reason we're on Shaftsbury Avenue, it's night time. And if you're going to come up to London at night, coming up to Soho is a fantastic area. And I'm hoping to go for a nice coffee in one place I've never been to before, so I'm going to try coffee very shortly. But before I do that, I thought, do you know what, we'll come down Shaftsbury Avenue and catch all the theatres down here. So you can see what's happening in the theatres, how brightly they're lit up, and if you've been to London before and you come and caught a theatre production, you can go, oh, I've been there, seen that one, or I've been to that theatre. So there you go, it gives you an idea on there. So before we go for the first question, we're going to come up to our first couple of theatres, which are over here, which are the Lyric and the Apollo theatres. So the Lyric currently has Hadestown, never heard of that one, but the Apollo, I must admit, it's got one I might actually have to come and see myself, which is 40 Towers, yeah, which John Cleese has been involved in himself, and it's sort of an amalgamation of 3 of the different episodes from 40 Towers. So, yeah, certainly one to come and have a look at. Anyway, there you go, there's a couple there, and then we've got more going up there as well. And it's a nice little area. So a nice place to come and do a little walk and talk with you, whilst also doing a Q&A. So, right, first question. Right, so let's just take a quick dive down Rupert Street, just out of the way of the traffic. Right, so Luana says, you work so hard on the channel and keep loads of videos, shorts, community content, and only members only treats coming at a constant rate. Then you have a full-time job. Do you get relaxation time? And how do you factor in family time and time for yourself? Now, I'm really hoping that Jo, my wife, doesn't get to see this video, because if she does, she's going to throw this one back at me. So thanks, Luana. It's a really good question. I am an absolute time maniac. I am very productive with my time. That's how I manage it. So not only do I do all of this, but also as a hobby, I'm a voiceover artist as well. So I love doing all that sort of stuff. So really into creativity. Plus I have a full-time job where I work, but also probably do 48 hours a week working. So that really does take out of it. So it really does teach you very quickly how to be very productive. And then it's fitting in everything else around it. Right, by the way, here you've got the Sondheim. So you've got the Sondheim here, and then over here you've got the Gielgud. Just to give you a bit of an inside track on that one. One of the pains about doing YouTube is if someone's playing music in the background, YouTube will automatically ding you, even though you're not actually playing the music on it, but there's music playing in the background. So here in London we have loads of people riding tut-tuts, and someone was belting out Kool and the Gang and Celebration, which might have been great for his business, was absolutely hopeless for me recording and being able to talk to you. So there you go. Anyway, we're back. So there you go. That was the Gielgud Theatre, and here you've got the Sondheim, and in the Sondheim you've got Les Miserables, which has been here for absolute years. Not the longest one, definitely not. That's the Mousetrap. which is in a theatre which we're not going to see actually. So there you go. But anyway, there you go. And that's happening there. It's good. Right. So, as we continue round, just to give you an idea, I said about tut-tuts. There you go. There's a load of them over there. And that is Chinatown. Which is what we could do. We're going to go for a little walk up Shaftsbury Avenue, and maybe we'll, if we haven't finished, we'll come back through Chinatown. So anyway, yeah, I'm an absolute fiend, and also I'm very good and very quick at filming videos, but also editing as well. Yeah, no feedback required down below. In fact, a very rude lady the other day, and always makes me laugh because people are great at giving feedback, and then when you go and look, they have no videos on their channel, so they've probably got absolutely no idea on how to make a video, do a video, or even started doing something. So anyway, I blocked her comments. That's the joys of doing YouTube. So yeah, do that, and therefore I then balance timing with the family as well. Enough time? Of course not. I don't. I know that from my own admission. But that's something I've definitely got to work on. So, Luana, there you go, something a little bit personal there, but thank you very much for that one. Right, okay. So what we'll do is we're going to carry on up Shaftsbury Avenue, and we'll come back down. We'll come back down Chinatown in just 1 second and down Gerrard Street. Next question. So that's question number 1. Not doing too bad actually. We're only 2 minutes into the video, which is actually we're a bit more than that because I remember I paused it. Right, okay. So here's a good one for us. And this one comes from Catherine. So Catherine, out in the States, thank you very much for this one. She said, not long after 9/11, I was in London and standing in front of Buckingham Palace. And I overheard several people ask this question out loud to their travel partners, as they had no English accent. I believe they were all from America. The question I heard people asking was this: in today's climate of global terrorism, is it really wise to raise the flag, letting everyone know when your monarch is in residence? This tradition began a very long time ago when the world was a very different place, but don't you think there might be a security risk today? Oh, now that is a really good one actually. A really good one. It depends how you look at it. It was really funny because until 1991, you could actually walk up Downing Street, go to the front door of, almost go to the front door, you still have police on the front door, but you could almost go to the front door of number 10 Downing Street. But that stopped once a bomb was sort of propelled and launched from a vehicle outside the front. They actually stopped it, which is unfortunate. So now you can't get anywhere near Downing Street. And I'm guessing the same has probably got to be said again. The other bit I would also add is Buckingham Palace itself, from the main road and from the railings, is quite a distance from the actual main road that people can get to. And actually, to get through the gates are almost pretty much permanently closed. So to get through the gates, you've got to have a security pass anyway. So you're going to have to get security clearance, and you've got to have everything checked before you're allowed in. So it's a bit of a distance away. I know what you mean. I get the sentiment. Let's just find as much wood as possible, touch it, and hope that sort of thing never happens. But a really, really good question, Catherine. Absolutely love it. So thank you very much. Right, appreciate it. Okay, so that's 2 questions down. Let's have a quick look. We're now in Chinatown, as evidenced by all of the lanterns. There you go. There we go. And the Happy Mid-Autumn Festival. We've got all the lanterns down there. Right, so I'll make sure we capture those as we're answering the questions. Okay, so we are 2 questions down. Let's have a look. What else have we got? Some really good questions this month, though, so thank you very much, guys. Really appreciate it. Chris says, Chris Perry, so thank you, Chris. And this is rather apt, actually. Where is your favourite place to eat? He says, as he's walking around Chinatown with lots of Chinese food and Chinese restaurants. There you go, you can tell it's a balmy evening as well, because people are sitting out in the streets in shirts and t-shirts. Oh, thick coats as well. We've got every climate covered here. But it just gives you an idea of some of the place. So Chris, you couldn't have asked that at a better time. Where's the best place for me to... Do you know what? It really depends on the mood that I'm in, what I fancy eating. Sometimes I'm just going to do a grab and go. Sometimes I like to just sit down and tuck into a nice meal. And there's a nice little steak place that I've found just in Soho. I think it's on Dean Street actually in Soho, which is a French bistro where they do an amazing steak and also an amazing beef bourguignon as well. Oh God, that makes me salivate at the thought of it. Anyway, so it really does depend on your taste, depend on your food. But if you like Chinese, Chinatown here at Gerrard Street, just off Soho, is without doubt one of those places to come to. Thanks, Chris. Lovely question. Any more? Chuck them in the comments down below. Okay, right, let's go for the next question. Right, here we go. Love this one. What is a bobby? What is Bob's your uncle? And what is a Cockney accent versus other accents in the England, London? This is from Luana. So really good. And then someone was really rude about the question, so we deleted them. So apologies about that, Luana. Right. So what is a bobby? Right. So a bobby is a policeman, and it's a colloquial term. And the reason they're called a bobby is because the man who invented the police force, or who was behind the police force, was Sir Robert Peel. Robert, the short name for Robert, is Bob, and that's why they were called bobbies, because they were, well, really, Roberts. So that's why they were called bobbies, after Sir Robert Peel, the man behind the police force many, many years ago. So there's that one. Now this one I really loved, and I didn't know the answer to this myself, so I actually looked it up. So we have a phrase which we have over here, which is called Bob's your uncle, which means, yeah, it's a sure thing. It's a known thing. That's what it actually means. Bob's your uncle. Sometimes it's Bob's your uncle and Fanny's your aunt. That's the other bit that's said about it. But anyway, the reason behind that. Now I'm going to have to go to my notes on this one because I actually wrote this down because I knew I'd forget when I was out and about walking. But apparently the Conservative MP Robert Gascoigne Cecil, just whilst I'm showing you around Chinatown here, appointed his nephew Arthur Balfour as the chief secretary for Ireland in 1887 in an act of nepotism. So basically this guy comes in, he becomes the Prime Minister of the UK and then puts his nephew in as the chief secretary for Ireland. It's one of the big jobs in the cabinet that sort of run the government. And that's where the term, and there's again Robert Gascoigne Cecil, and of course what's short for him, Robert, Bob. So Bob's your uncle, and that's where they think it probably came from. So it's one of those really interesting ones. There you go, love that one. So Luana, thank you. Yeah, lots of different accents, and the accents are vast and varied in between, from East London to West London to North London. To posh Mayfair, all that sort of stuff. So it really is. Right, I'm going to take a pause there because the music's getting very loud.
Thank you. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much for listening. My name is Roman. Welcome to my show.
Right. Okay. So the final question, I'm going to stand back here on Shaftsbury Avenue. And as you can probably see, actually, do you know what? There's not that many theatres on Shaftsbury Avenue. But anyway, we'll get up here on Shaftsbury Avenue for the last one. And the last question is very simply, do you do guided tours, as you sound so knowledgeable about so many aspects of London? And that comes from Seth. Seth, thank you very much. God, do you know what? That's very, very kind of you. Absolutely amazing. Really appreciate that. Do I do guided? Yes, I do. But what I do is, I don't do paid ones. I just take members out. So when members are coming to London and I can coordinate it with my diary, I just take members out for a walk whilst I'm filming, show them around London, all as part and parcel of, well, getting together and getting to know people, especially the people that are supporting our channel. So a massive thank you, Seth, for that one, but also a massive thank you, and I'm going to do a public one here, to all of our members that support our channel and keep it going. So really appreciate it. Right. So that is the Q&A for this month. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. What I am going to do is up in the top right hand corner, I'm going to put our video of Soho, because Chinatown and also Shaftsbury Avenue border onto Soho, which is a fantastic area of London. And funny enough, it's an area of London I'm going to go and dive into now and go and have a nice coffee somewhere. So I'll put that up in the top right hand corner. So if you click on that, I'll see you in there. Thanks for watching. Bye.